What's going on, guys? It's Matt with Untethered. So obviously the objective of this channel was, to promote parenting and getting outside, separating from societal norms, all that kind of stuff. Those of you who know me know that I'm a military guy, Air Force, Air Guard specifically, full time. Um, uh, I'm into a bunch of things, but one thing that I've struggled with over the years is my health. I have arthritis of the spine. I have some lumbar and some disc issues. Recently, I've been having a really terrible time sleeping. My blood pressure is all over the place. Sometimes it's hypertension 2, so like 170 over 160. Sometimes it's normal. It doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm going to try to do daily, but for the next, I think, 30 to 60 days starting, I'm gonna progress into it over the next couple of days till I get paid and I can afford to buy a bunch of red meats. But I'm going to go on a 2-part journey for, I think, 60 days. We'll see what happens. Part 1 of that journey is 60 days, and that is I'm cutting out alcohol. I'm not a crazy drinker. I don't go out to the bars or anything like that. I do love to go grab a beer or two with my friends, especially if I can go on a late lunch on a day that I'm not working, so like a Monday, and grab a beer or two. I do enjoy that. I love scotch, but I'm finding that my body, I'm just really hurting. Everything is just hard to do anything, and I'm not a exceptionally large guy. I do have a belly on me, but I'm not in terrible shape. However, it's been kind of dawning on me that I'm really struggling to just be healthy and have energy anymore. So I'm going to go down the 60 days of alcohol-free, as well as I will be doing at least 30 days, but hopefully 60 days of carnivore. Now, I'm going to ease into it because I don't have all the stuff I need, but I am going to start the process today. So right now I have a bone-in pork butt, or a shoulder, on the smoker. And that is dinner tonight. I was going to have homemade mac and cheese with it, which my wife is still going to make for my kids. But she's decided she's going to go on this journey with me, and just give it a test and see what happens. So this will be a totally candid series. However, I got blood tests done probably 3 or 4 months ago, so they're moderately current. My cholesterol is high. I could be on medication. It's not severe risk. It's high. It is of risk though. It's moderate risk. I just weighed myself, and I'll drop the clip somewhere in this or at the end. I am the second heaviest I've been since 2019, before I went to Afghanistan, which I left to go there at 241 pounds. I'm 5'11", so that's pretty hefty for me, my perspective. I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be doing anything different than what I would be physically. So I need to exercise because I have a PT test that I'm due for. But other than like getting ready for that, I don't currently work out frequently, which I know is important to getting cholesterol down and all that stuff. I understand. All my health gurus out there, I hear you. I've been super healthy a bunch of times, but sometimes you find excuses to not be healthy, and that's where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna try to keep these under 10 minutes total. I started doing a little bit of research on the carnivore diet, and this is kind of ADHDing it out, guys, because I just started doing this research 2 hours ago. I just happened to have pork on. My blood levels, everything is kind of all over the place. None of it's pretty much down the middle, but I have a few things like cholesterol that are at risk for me. My blood pressure, like I said, I've been anywhere from pre-hypertension at appointments all the way through hypertension 2, which was within the last 3 weeks. And I went and got a sleep study done last night. They said, well, you didn't sleep that bad, but I sleep and or wake up with a headache almost every single day. I woke up this morning at the sleep study location. Both my hands were numb, which is not totally uncommon for me. So all of my medical and doctoral friends, go ahead and chime in on that in the comment section for me. But my hands were both numb, and I know I did not sleep on my side because I had all that stuff hooked up to me. I slept on my back and still wound up with numb hands. So I'm not going to go extremely hardcore. I can tell you that cutting out carbs will hopefully be pretty easy. Beer and alcohol, honestly, I see no issue whatsoever with cutting that out. If I have a drink, I will absolutely admit it in the daily update vlog. But if I do that, it'll probably just be an accident. It'll be like in the moment, everybody's having a conversation, and next thing you know, I have a scotch in my hand. I don't plan on that happening, but I'm a squirrel. So some things that I will be adding to my process. I drink Reds. I'll also try to drop the video there. It's by BPN, and that is what's in this cup right here. So I'll be drinking that. I do drink that, I don't know, inconsistently, maybe 3 or 4 days a week. I'll have it. My greens that I like, Jocko greens. I need to order them again. The ones I have are terrible. They're super chalky, and I will drop you guys a link to the Jocko greens if I can find them through Amazon. But the BPN Reds, the Jocko greens, I will order again. So I'll have some supplements there. I don't know if the greens impact the carnivore diet necessarily. I'm not certain of that. So maybe on my next update, which hopefully will be tomorrow, I'll be able to be more honest and say, hey, look, I just realized that the greens aren't part of the carnivore diet, but I'm still going to take them, or something like that. Again, I'm still learning. Yeah, that's kind of going to be the plan. And kind of what drives this, number one, I don't feel that great right now. I'm tired of not feeling healthy. And I have 2 little boys, and for some reason, the last couple of weeks or months, just getting outside and hiking has felt like physically more demanding than it should. So that's where I'm at on that. But that's where I'll be, and that's what I'm gonna be trying to accomplish that's what I'm trying to accomplish for the next 30 to 60 days. Drinking will be 60 days, and the carnivore will be at least 30 days. So do me a favor, like and subscribe if you're interested in watching this journey. I'll make it as scientific as I can for you, but that's not my forte. I will weigh myself, but it'll probably be weekly-ish. I'm not going to lock that in. Maybe as I'm going further along, if I'm feeling good about it. I'm not ashamed of any of this, so it's not feeling good mentally. It's really just feeling good about doing the vlog. But if that's the case, then I will 100% drop the weight. I'll try to do a video as I step onto it each time, so you know that it's authentic, like the one that'll hopefully be in this video. But yeah, it was 236 point something. Crazy heavy for me. Oh, and another thing, I have really bad heartburn all the time and indigestion. So I'll also be providing feedback on if the heartburn and indigestion thing worked. Like if that comes down. Joe Rogan's podcast, I couldn't tell you what episode. He talked about like he had some pretty nasty gut issues for like the first 2 weeks and stuff like that. So I'm not going to quit in those time periods while I'm doing this transition, but I understand that when your body's changing metaphysically and you're starting to change, what your body intakes and all that stuff, that it's going to make an impact. Additionally, I'm going to try desperately to cut down on my caffeine. I have a terrible, terrible problem with caffeine. I consume sometimes between 2 and 4 cans of energy drinks, whether that be Celsius or whatever the case, on top of multiple cups of black coffee, sometimes with honey. So I will still have coffee with honey because I have ADHD and it helps me. Plus I need to be able to drive safely to and from work. But yeah, so again, please do me a favor, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and stick around. Hopefully only on this journey together. So